well then?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I saw it in his legs. I could see it in his arms and his shoulders, and it's distributed evenly.
For real. Crawford 100%. Crawford is 100%. If he ain't 100%, he 90%. He's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. That's just what it is. Forget that damn shoulder.
From what you saw then from training, do you think he's carrying the weight?
That's always one of the hardest things to do, is going up many weight classes to beat a nationally bigger guy. If he can do that, we're talking about he's one of the greats, you know?
Terence Crawford's build-up to his showdown with Canelo Alvarez has raised eyebrows after troubling reports surfaced. As reported by Top Boxing News, fresh rumors claim Crawford is carrying a nagging shoulder problem heading into Saturday's fight with Canelo. This talk has sparked doubt about whether Crawford will enter the ring fully fit, with fans and analysts debating if the injury might influence his showing under the bright lights. Former champion Tim Bradley made it clear he doesn't believe the gossip about Crawford's shoulder issue. In his opinion, no one outside Crawford's close team truly knows what is happening in camp. Bradley stressed that come fight night, Crawford will be prepared, and even if not completely healthy, he's determined to compete. Bradley's faith shows his belief that Crawford's abilities, mindset, and grit allow him to push through small hurdles. By brushing off injury talk, Bradley adds to Crawford's image as a fighter who avoids excuses and always commits to giving everything once inside the ring.
Bradley, you already know the rest. F that damn shoulder. We don't care about that shoulder. We don't care about that shoulder. Man, I see some bozos talking about, oh, his shoulder hurt, all this. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You just talking just to talk. You have no clue what's going on in Crawford's camp. No clue. So shut up, bozo. Man. Tired of this, man. Golly. Even the stuff about Boots. Boots beating the hell out of Canelo. Fugazi. That's not true. That was not true. That was not true. Man. Everybody always creating stupid-ass narratives just to get views, yo. For real. Crawford 100%. Crawford is 100%. If he ain't 100%, he 90%. He's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. That's just what it is. Forget that damn shoulder. Bro, this is what we signed up for. This is part of being a fighter. That's what it's part of. This is what you wanted. This is what you got. This is what comes with it. That's it. Stop making excuses. Don't want to hear that, man. Hell no. No excuses. No team. Winner takes all on this one. That's how that go. Winner takes all. We don't want to hear no damn excuses by anybody. I know I don't. Hell no. Canelo win fair and square. He win fair and square. That's just what it is. He's the better fighter. Period. If Crawford wins fair and square, he's the better fighter. That's what it is. Period. I don't want to hear nothing about no weight. I don't want to hear none of that. Nope. They the same damn weight. That's what they are. On fight night, they might be a different weight.
Saudi advisor Turki Alalshik, known for bringing huge boxing shows to the kingdom, shared his excitement about this historic matchup. He called it their biggest event yet, pointing not only to the size of the promotion, but also to the worldwide spotlight it has attracted. When asked about Crawford moving up in weight, Alalshik answered with confidence, saying both men will arrive ready and at 100%. His words reflect the professional setup created for this blockbuster, making sure Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford each get the chance to perform at their best. For Alalshik, the moment is about celebrating boxing history being written in front of a global audience.
It's been good. It's been good. And this is the biggest fight in the last 10 years.
What do you make of Terence Crawford's shape? He posted that photo with the six-pack. How do you think he's handling the weight?
This is the fight, the biggest fight for them, and they will be ready 100%, both of them.
Thank you very much.
Oscar De La Hoya, Hall of Famer and Golden Boy promoter, highlighted the difficulties Crawford faces in this contest. He believes moving up to meet Canelo Alvarez is a massive challenge, especially after being inactive for a year. De La Hoya stated that Crawford must deliver a nearly perfect display to overcome Canelo's strength and ring smarts. Meanwhile, Canelo's game plan could be simpler. Take Crawford's shots, set the tempo, and use his natural size and power. De La Hoya's view comes from years of fighting and promoting, having seen how weight and ring rust often play a major role in deciding the outcome of huge bouts.
Do you feel that Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, it's going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo, who's a natural 175. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters.
Yeah.
He's not getting rattled at all.
Right. No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard.
Right.
But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork.
Boy Anthony, Executive Club, getting a fresh haircut. But just want to talk about Canelo. Crawford is coming up this weekend and everybody's excited. Here in Vegas, the electricity is in the air. So look, even though these guys are combined almost 80 years old, it should be a good fight. And let me tell you why. Crawford is coming up 2 weight classes and he's coming off a year's layoff. So that's a huge advantage for Canelo. If Canelo forces his will on him, he'll probably be 190 pounds inside the ring on fight night. I give him a great shot in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round to knock out Crawford. If he doesn't do that, then Crawford is going to box his ears off. It might be another Mayweather versus Canelo. Remember when Mayweather was just schooling him and making him look silly? That can happen again this Saturday. So everything has to be perfect for Crawford. He has to use his footwork. He has to use his speed, his combinations, his ring IQ. He has to stay disciplined. And Canelo, all he has to do is take Crawford's punches, but he cannot be comfortable inside the ring.
At the pre-fight press conference, Terence Crawford directly tackled the rumors about his shoulder. Instead of showing irritation, he used humor and sarcasm, joking about the injury whispers. Crawford showed confidence, refusing to let the chatter distract him or control the story. This response underlined one of his strongest qualities, his calm mind under pressure. He has always presented himself as someone who thrives when the spotlight shines brightest and never gives rivals a mental advantage.
Thank you.
Hey, Terence, how are you? This is Chava Rodriguez from ESPN account. You know, to be involved in this kind of events has a lot of rumors, and you already know that everybody or many people saying that, I don't know if the left one, the right one, or both, but somebody says that you have some kind of problem in any one of your shoulders. Can you just clarify what is your position about those rumors?
Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. So don't tell Canelo. Maybe the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders. Keep that under wraps.
And finally, everybody say that Canelo is going to be the favorite in the stadium with a lot of people supporting him. But what about Omaha? Do you feel many people from Omaha is coming to support you this weekend right here in the Allegiant Stadium?
Ex-welterweight champion Shawn Porter, who once fought Crawford, shared his thoughts on Crawford's physical work. After watching him train, Porter praised how Crawford added muscle while adjusting to the higher weight. He explained that the added mass was spread evenly across his frame, with clear growth in his legs, chest, and arms. Porter believes this matters because it proves Crawford didn't lose speed or mobility just to gain size. Instead, the changes look well-planned and useful, preparing him to face a naturally bigger foe like Canelo.
What do you think most people get wrong when they're thinking of putting on weight for fights?
Most boxers don't lift weights. That's kind of the no-no in boxing. But as I like to say, when you're putting on weight, it has to be muscle. You can't put on fat. You can't put on, sluggish, nothing. Mm-hmm. So the best thing a fighter can do when he's trying to gain 10 pounds to fight at another weight class is hit the weights, up your protein and things of that nature. I saw the man eat. The man is eating brilliantly. He's doing it all right. And that's what I meant when I said, when he decided to take on this challenge and Canelo Alvarez, it takes a good 2 years to successfully put on 10 pounds, along with successfully putting on 10 pounds to get your body to acclimate to that weight, right? So when people talk about him being out of the ring for 13 months, they really have to also accept they have to understand that he's been working and training for everything that he needs to do on fight night against Canelo Alvarez.
So you saw him in camp as he was building and putting that weight on, and you said that you think he's doing it right. From what you saw then from training, do you think he's carrying the weight well then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I saw it in his legs. I could see it in his arms and his shoulders, and it's distributed evenly. You'll get a lot of guys who are bottom heavy. You know, they don't have much on the top half. So once you get to the inside, they don't have a lot that they can do with you from this standpoint. I know a lot of people are concerned with Canelo Alvarez. Should he get in close? What's the strength situation going to be like? Well, Crawford's put on the right muscle mass in the chest area, in the ab region, and in the arms and things of that nature. I think he's going to be able to handle the strength just fine.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know. So I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later. And he's still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out. You know what I mean? So
even with positive reports from camp, Crawford drew criticism when a photo showed him looking less sharp. The picture, taken during a meeting with Ilya, seemed to display a small belly, sparking debate about whether he was really in prime shape. Online fans questioned if the earlier training photos had been touched up to improve his look. The difference between the 2 images fueled discussion about Crawford's conditioning, especially for such a huge fight. This kind of spotlight is normal for top athletes, where every detail is magnified and every picture studied closely.
Well, first and foremost, the reaction to the photos. I'm in the gyms all the time, and I was in the gyms when these photos came out. So the first photo that dropped was the one of Terence looking all jacked up and ripped and lean and glistening and perfect lighting. And I think he actually posted it himself. And all the guys in the gym were like, yo, Crawford looks sick. He's in great shape. He's going to win. He's going to knock Canelo out, blah, blah, blah. Then a couple days later, the photo on the right comes out where he meets Ilya Zepora. And he looks fleshy and he doesn't look great. He does, like exactly the champ said, it's probably, pre-workout. He probably just drank a bunch of water after the workouts. He's a little bit bloated. He's also not flexing. He's relaxed.
First, let's talk about the photo reactions. I'm in gyms all the time, and I was there when those pictures dropped. The first one showed Crawford looking ripped, lean, and in perfect lighting. I think he posted it himself, and everyone in the gym said, wow, Crawford looks amazing. He's in shape. He's going to win. He'll stop Canelo. Then a few days later, the second photo appeared with him meeting Ilia Topuria, where he looked softer and less impressive. Like the champ said, it was likely before training or after water intake, making him appear bloated. He also wasn't flexing, just relaxed. Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas praised Crawford's physique in recent photos, saying he looks frighteningly strong and ready for a career-best performance. Atlas reminded that he picked Crawford from the start and still stands by that. For him, it's not just physical shape, but the determination Crawford carries. Atlas believes this drive and focus will separate him from Canelo. Known for blunt opinions, Atlas is backing matters, as he rarely sugarcoats fighters' chances.
Vaguely proposed. Well, a lot of people poo-pooed it. No, Crawford's too small. Forget about it. Doesn't make sense. When it was going through those times, I didn't hesitate. I said Crawford. I'm not changing now. I see, listen, both guys have gotten older. I don't know. I hope it's not. And I'll put the disclaimer out there first. I'm not poo-poo. I'm not raining on anyone's parade. I think it's a very interesting fight, and I hope it's a great fight. And they're making it so big. They're really bringing everything out for this fight. Dana White, his first involvement in boxing, in a promotion of a fight like this. I know he's involved with Walsh, the Irish kid. But I mean, his first really foray with boxing in this kind of way and level with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and they're not holding anything back. I mean, they're putting everything into this. I remember how excited everyone was for the Mayweather fight with Pacquiao. As it turned out, it was 5 years too late. It didn't happen when probably it should have, to really give us a chance to really have a great fight. And people were very disappointed. And I'm hoping that don't happen, and I don't think it will.
Danny Garcia, another ex-champion, gave an honest take on Crawford's mindset. He described him as stubborn, noting his determination to test himself at new levels. Garcia said that in boxing history, some fighters moving up in weight became legends while others fell short. In his opinion, Crawford is attempting the biggest challenge possible. But if he comes out on top, his legacy will be sealed among the sport's greatest. Garcia's remarks show both respect and caution, acknowledging the danger in such a daring move. His view adds to the wider conversation about weight classes in boxing, where stepping up has built some careers, but also exposed others.
Terence Crawford's trying to do what every great has tried to do, is go up in multiple weight classes and win. A lot of people, a few did it, a few didn't, you know what I mean? So that's always one of the hardest things to do, is going up many weight classes to beat a nationally bigger guy. If he can do that, we're talking about he's one of the greats, you know? But for me, I think Canelo will win a unanimous decision.
Let me ask you this. Because
just because I could see the fight playing out like, all right, cool, it's competitive first 4 rounds, but I feel like once he feels his power a little bit, he might try to box him a little bit, and Canelo just walk him down. I could just see the judges probably give him the rounds for like aggression.
Let me ask you this, because I was just talking to Chris Colbert today. Funny guy. I know you know Chris. A funny guy.
My guy.
And we was talking about the fight and stuff like that, and we're talking about Canelo's power, but I'm more so interested in seeing how Crawford's legs look in like round 7, 8, 9, when you're putting on all that extra weight, all that extra muscle. Do you think that could bother him a little bit?
Even sparring in the gym, when you spar like naturally bigger guys, that's tough, because I was doing that for my last fight. And no matter, even when I got down to even when I was 160, I still look more like a welterweight, you know what I mean? Because my body frame, my body type, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And guys who are naturally bigger, when they could be 160 but look way bigger than you, just because they got more body mass, they're like, their body's more bigger than yours, just like they're naturally bigger than you, you know what I mean?
Rising star Shakur Stevenson shared his admiration for Crawford's journey and gave a bold forecast. Stevenson said if Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, his career record would be the greatest he has ever seen. His statement shows his respect not only for Crawford's skill, but also for his courage to face the toughest challenges. Adding Canelo to his list of elite opponents would lift Crawford's career to historic heights. Stevenson's confidence also highlights the respect younger fighters feel for him, seeing him as an example of taking big risks to achieve greatness.
I feel like once he beat Canelo, that will be like one of the greatest resumes in boxing ever, just because of the fact that he's going up 2 divisions just to fight this guy, and this guy's bigger than him. And not only did you just crush Errol Spence, but you go out there and and the way that he beats Canelo too. If he go out there and just dominate and make it an easy fight, honestly, I think that that's going to be like one of the best resumes I ever seen. But as far as the fight, I feel like Bud could beat him easy.
How though? Don't give me everything. Just how is it?
For me, it's a blueprint already. It's literally blueprints to see. Floyd was a lot smaller than Canelo when he fought him. You keep Canelo on the outside. I ain't gonna even say too much, but you keep him on the outside and make it an easy night.
So how would you like to see Bud go out right now? Because he getting close to that time.
I think that's the fight. I think that fight, and then just call it, I'm done. What else is there to prove after beating Canelo? There's nothing else to prove.
You can't go up no more.
I mean, unless you want to go fight Usyk.
You gonna go to 75 cruising? You know what I'm saying?
If you fight Usyk, then man.